Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1588, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What is the capital of the African country of Comoros? Moroni. Which book in the Chronicles of Narnia is a prequel? Answer: The Magician's Nephew. It was the sixth book published, but was set in 1900, earlier than the others, making it a prequel to them. Harry Alonzo Longabaugh was better known as who? Sundance Kid. Which author wrote the Regeneration trilogy? Pat Barker. What animals lives in a lodge? The beaver. Who invented the bidet? Christophe de Rosier. Which river did Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn sail down? Mississippi. What type of creature is a copperhead? A snake. How old did the oldest recorded person live to be? 122 years old. What color was Rudolph the reindeer's nose? Red. Which Star Wars villain shares a voice with the narrator of the 1995 film Judge Dredd? Darth Vader. In which country was Rudyard Kipling born? India. On what island was Napoleon born? Corsica. Who fell in love with his own reflection and was turned into a flower? Narcissus. After breaking many hearts, he walked past a pool of water and found what he was looking for, himself. He fell deeply in love with his reflection and could not be pulled away from the pool. The Latin term ad lib translates literally to what? Answer: at one's pleasure, or as you desire. Short for ad libitum, it refers to what comes to mind instead of following a script. What popular musician's last name is Gudmundsdottir? Björk. What famous singer was nicknamed Chairman of the Board? Frank Sinatra. What is the capital city of Cyprus? Nicosia. Who was king of Mycenae and commander of the Greek forces in the Trojan War? Agamemnon. What skiing legend headed the Tour de France organizing committee from 1992 to 2001? Jean-Claude Killy. What is the second largest saltwater lake in the U.S.? Lake Pontchartrain. What is the SI unit for pressure? Pascal. What TV show featured the fictional The Cobra Lodge fraternity? Mama's Family. What was the nickname of the Spice Girls singer Geri Halliwell? Ginger Spice. In 1911, what entrepreneur retired as president of Standard Oil? John Davison Rockefeller. What is a pyrotechnic display? Fireworks. A male with more than 2 testicles is said to suffer from what disorder? Polyorchidism. Which car manufacturer was the first to offer air conditioning? Packard. Introduced in 1940, it took up a lot of trunk space. In 1954, Pontiac devised a system that was under the hood, which was truly cool. What is the Unabomber's real name? Ted Kaczynski. Which science fiction author wrote The Day of the Triffids? John Wyndham. What cartoon character was introduced as Mi Laoshu in China? Mickey Mouse. What 1977 ballad by Debbie Boone was the #1 song of the 1970s, according to Billboard magazine? You Light Up My Life. What is the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador? St. John's. What movie star uses his middle initial B for Bakari to avoid confusion with a retired basketball star? Michael B. Jordan. The Turbot War was a fishing dispute between Spain and what other country? Canada. How many Smithsonian museums and galleries are in Washington, D.C.? 17. How many claws does a house cat have? 18. What skill characterized the Homo habilis species? Tool-making. What is a group of geese in flight called? Skein, team, or wedge? What is the name of the first Sherlock Holmes novel? A Study in Scarlet. In which sci-fi movie does an alien race live on Earth in slum-like conditions in South Africa? District 9. Which player won her last tennis Grand Slam tournament in Paris in 1999? Steffi Graf. Which African coast is Mozambique located on? East. On what TV show did Amanda Blake play the role of saloon brothel manager Miss Kitty Russell? Gunsmoke. What body of water separates Australia and New Zealand? Tasman Sea. Who directed the movie Forrest Gump? Robert Zemeckis. What does an otologist study? Ears. Who's responsible for the Ballad of Jed Clampett? Flat and Scruggs. What is the point value of the letter Z in a standard Scrabble game? 10. Where is the ceremonial location for Groundhog Day in Punxsutawney? Answer: Gobbler's Knob is where the crowds gather every February to watch the famous marmot look for his shadow. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.